Hello again. This is the fifth of these very brief introductions to certain key philosophical concepts that I feel are useful to improvising musicians or musicians, performers in general. This fifth brief introduction completes the set for the time being. I'm quite happy to leave it at 5 for now. What I want to talk about today are two dual concepts of time, and then I'll introduce a third in a couple of minutes. The two concepts are the concepts of Aion and Chronos, Aeonic time and chronological time. I first discovered these in the work of the French post-structuralist philosopher of process Gilles Deleuze. But they're not exclusive to Deleuze. You find them in all sorts of interesting places, including on the stage when you are an improvising musician, and also in the audience experiencing that kind of event. To start with Chronos, Chronos is related to chronological time. It's the time that we all know. I'm looking at the display on my phone here. It says 1 minute 19, 1 minute 20, 1 minute 21. That's chronological time. It's a way of dividing time up into segments. We all know about chronological time. We all know about Chronos. We're all fighting the clock sometimes. Oh my God, I've got to get there to this meeting. I've got to be at this place, this gig. I've got to do this in a certain amount of time. That's chronological time. Aeonic time is eternal time, a timeless time. Now, what's interesting about the relation between the two in the work of Gilles Deleuze and also in my own PhD thesis, chapter 3 of my thesis exclusively deals with this relationship, and it is a relationship. Aeonic time, eternal time, when you think about the eternal, you think about some kind of great beyond, oh my God, yeah, that's what time's going to be like in heaven or wherever else. And it's not the case. It might be the case, I don't know, we'll find out, won't we? But it's not the case in everyday life. We are accustomed to aeonic time. When you are in the middle of a music performance, whether you're on stage or whether you're in the audience, you know those moments when suddenly time seems to stand still. Sometimes it happens at the very beginning of a performance, sometimes it's somewhere in the middle, sometimes it's somewhere near the end, but it happens. Somebody does something, some people do something, maybe something changes in yourself, and suddenly you're cast adrift in this ocean of timelessness. I say cast adrift, it's maybe not the best kind of allusion to make, because that seems a little bit like Castaway. You wouldn't really want to be on a little leaky boat escaping some kind of shipwreck. You are untethered. That might be the best way of putting it. Like dream state sleep. You know when you can sleep for 20 minutes, but you dream that it's been hours, or you sleep for hours and it feels like 20 minutes. You've moved beyond chronological time at that point. That's aeonic time. So it's a timeless time, a sense of timelessness, but it is actually time. It's maybe time in its purer essence than you get with chronological time. Chronological time is our attempt to understand time, to capture it, to mold it in a certain way. It says 3 minutes 59, it says 4 minutes that I've been talking, but so what? That's not aeonic time. The third concept of time, the third notion of time I want to introduce is something called Kairos. And this is something from the ancient Greeks. Kairos, for the performer, is knowing exactly when to act. So this third type of time relates to the other two, but is not subsumed by the other two. It's not described by the other two. Think about Wayne Shorter. I think Wayne Shorter is a master of time. Miles Davis also. The list is endless. Think about Wayne Shorter, the way Wayne Shorter is able to play one note, two notes, and completely encapsulate the feeling of the music, to add something to it that takes from the other things that are going on, doesn't diminish any of those things. He doesn't play anything that anyone else is playing. He contributes something pure. That is a master at work. That is Kairos. Not sure if Wayne would call it Kairos, Mr. Shorter, but that's one way of framing, that's one way of understanding what's going on when Wayne Shorter plays that one note. You could transcribe it. It'd be very easy to transcribe one note. You could try and do it in your own practice. You wouldn't do it the same way. Why? You've got the note. Even if you transcribed everything that's going on in that piece that Wayne Shorter's played that one note on, why would it not be the same? It's because the time is different. The Kairos is not there. Kairos is the feeling of knowing exactly when to make you move. So my friends, Chronos time, the chronological, the tick-tock of the clock, Aion, Aionic time, this eternality, this wonderful feeling of timelessness that we all know in really great music. Kairos, the moment of knowing exactly when to make your presence felt, and also when not to do anything, when to just listen, when to hang back. It's been a real pleasure delivering these brief introductions to you this week. You'll take care, stay safe, and I'll see you soon. Bye bye.